We welcome you to a city known by many names. We're in Madtown, Madison, Wisconsin. It's the Jägermeister Cup, and it's round number 7. Chattanooga Red Wolves is in the building with hopes to put the cat amongst the pigeons in Group 2 as they tango with Forward Madison here tonight. It's the penultimate contest in this competition's maiden group phase, and here's the lay of the land as it sits entering tonight. Union Omaha and Central Valley Fuego having already played, so that number actually 13 goals for Union Omaha as they sit in pole position for the wild card. Northern Colorado on 15 points, unbeaten in the competition. It's Greenville setting the pace in Group 1, and of course, on the marquee this evening, Forward Madison, a nose in front of the field in Group 2. 12 points for them already in the barn as Lexington and Knoxville face off across the country. Came into today on 11 points without a point of difference. A draw would put each on 12, and the important number there, goals for. Forward Madison almost assuredly have to win this group to advance in the competition, having lacked the offensive output. They've been able to get by, though, because of sparkling defense and moments like this. Just sheer brilliance from Wolfgang Prentice the last time out. That's all it took. 1-0 has been a worthwhile result for Forward Madison throughout this competition so far, and it's because they've only allowed 4 goals. This has been an impregnable defense in Wisconsin. Right now, at home, you don't score. In the first half, nobody scored yet in 6 games. They've kept 3 clean sheets. You don't even really get shots. Only 62 allowed through the 6 games played so far. Tall task on hand for these guys. Chattanooga Red Wolves come into this game in need of a lot of offensive fireworks. Got to catch up Union Omaha as they sit well behind on that goal scored metric. Got to go for broke here today if you're Scott McKenzie and company. Nothing left to lose. Already eliminated the side from Tennessee from topping this group in terms of the math, and the numbers not looking much prettier on this page as well. They've been called the Wolves of Stall Street in recent weeks, as this is a side that scored a lot of goals early on, but that's dried up. They've not scored in open play since the 1 Knox match. That was over a month ago. They have profited from 2 own goals in that stretch as we set our attention towards the contest. On tap, it's the Jägermeister Cup. It's Forward Madison, it's Chattanooga Red Wolves, and it's coming up next. Bartender, I'll have a double.
It's an S.
Oh, not bad. My name is John Murphy. Pausani Ferry Sosa.
Soy Juan Galindre. I'm Devin Boyce.
I gotta get a couple push-ups in, you know?
I can juggle. Justin. Justicia.
Justice.
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 Justice from the ground. Justice from the ground up.
Come see how Dairyland fits your life. With affordable car insurance that fits your budget and 24/7 customer service that fits your schedule. Even if you have coverage lapses or a bumpy driving history, we've got you covered. For 70 years, we've been helping people just like you get the car insurance they need. So why wait? Contact Dairyland today.
Getting the exact vehicle you want is easy at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton. Come in and sit down with one of our sales professionals and build the Volkswagen you want. Pick all the features, order it, and then sit back and relax, knowing you're getting your dream vehicle. The best things in life are worth waiting for after all. Check out our selection online or in person, with new vehicles arriving every day. Your perfect Volkswagen could already be waiting for you at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton.
Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting new tournament all year long. Please drink responsibly. Welcome all to Breese Stevens Field. Howdy folks, I'm Peyton Gallagher, and here is how the home side sets up. It's Juan Galindrez partnering Garrett McLaughlin up top, that robust defensive outfit. A lot of star turns in the back four today for the home side as we look across the line to Chattanooga Red Wolves. And of the team news, the headline, Ricardo Jerez out of effective retirement. The goalkeeper coach in goal today for Chattanooga Red Wolves, a 38-year-old with a wealth of experience deputizing TJ Bush, that ever-potent attack, as Ropapa Mensah is on the bench to start this one. Mael Malongo and Siobhan Marsh pose the threat up top for Scott McKenzie. Red Wolves in the whites. They come together, they embrace. They need to find that good love and feeling again. It's been a struggle offensively for them over these last couple of games. Home side, an attractive strip for them, that patented, vibrant contrast of blues. Pink badge sparkling under a setting sun. Jägermeister Cup, round 7, Group 2. Forward Madison need to find a way to get all the available points as we are off on Wisconsin. That's what the home side will think. A packed crowd here in attendance. It should be an excellent atmosphere. Ricardo Jerez. Looked like they only brought the light blue goalkeeper set up there, so looks like he's in the training top or the pre-match top in goal today. That fits. Taken downfield. Quickly pinched back by forward Madison. Clipped along down the line by Boyce. This is a well-connected sequence toward the center. Wolfgang Prentice. Still Prentice probing. Into Galindrez, fumbled away. That shot is blocked. Michael Knapp stepping in, fighting back. As soon as the light turned green, forward Madison, foot on the gas pedal, throttling down, and there's a certain swagger in their step. Spun into the center of the park and picked off by Knapp. Scrapping for the ball, won by Red Wolves. Knapp, back to goal. Look at some of the key points to keep an eye on. This game will be all about the real estate in the final thirds, and quite frankly, how quickly Chattanooga Red Wolves can get there as they go vertically immediately. There is just so little of that green grass when you come together with forward Madison. Nothing comes cheaply. It will be up to Chattanooga to find ways to expand the field and get in behind. Set those speedy options up front. Off to the races. Driving away from the back. Covered in midfield by Malongo. And Sousa. All the way back to old reliable Burn Shipman. Started all 19 games Forward Madison had participated in this season in the league and the cup. This will mark his 20th appearance in those competitions for the home side. Devin Boyce, left for Sousa, flying down the line, chests it down to Boyce. He's clattered to the ground, and no whistle ever comes. Officiating crew today, John Matto, who made the choice not to give a foul there, as well as Scott Erdwin, Ricardo Del Rosario Ganarda, and Deshaun Beard. Here's a look at Ricardo Jerez. He won't be overawed by this moment. This is a man who has stood in the face of Lionel Messi in his professional career. 62 senior caps for Guatemala. Why not get a run out? Again, was announced as the goalkeeping coach for the club on both the senior men's side and the USLW team. Just a couple months back, and called into action here today as TJ Bush gets a rest, and there is Jerez, alive to the danger. Again, 38 years young. Knapp switches the point of attack. Foul given. John Murphy was bumped there as he came in to win the ball. Fair to call this Chattanooga side physical. They've conceded 102 fouls in the 6 matches already played in group play in the Jaeger Cup. That's the most of any of the 12 participating teams. On the half turn, another crunching tackle, and no advantage ever comes. It's once more John Murphy who pays that price. Took a slightly overextended touch and was run through by Walefi Dos Rice. Sousa, a little bit too casual. And on come Red Wolves. Just checking the alertness there of the Mingos with that long ball over the shoulder of Mayo Malongo. Wolfgang Prentice. Galindrez dropping ever deeper to get a touch. Scored that ridiculous goal in the reverse of this fixture. Bicycle kick last time these teams got together in the Jaeger Cup. Here's a look at some of the injuries. No Aiden Macias, no Nazim Bartman today. For Forward Madison. Good news for them though, Mitch Osmond, although he's not in the starting 11, was described as a game time decision. He is on the bench today. Chattanooga have dealt with a lot of injuries throughout the year, but for the most part, as fit as they've been. Papa Mensah, a tactical decision to leave him on the bench to start this game. Here's Boyce. In symphony right now, Forward Madison flying one into the box, and once more up to it is Ricardo Jerez. Ultimately a fairly tame cross, but a good sequence of interplay for Forward Madison. Team that likes to win with the ball at feet, dominating games through possession. Average share of about 55% so far in the Jaeger Cup. On the flip side, Chattanooga have been a bit allergic to the ball. Just under 50% and 8th among teams in the competition today. Sosa, plucked away by Dos Rice. Clean tackle. Custody belonging to forward Madison. A nifty series of ducks and dives. Devin Boyce keeps hold and back to Shalaka. And Cruel. A little bit of a loose pass. Back to Burn Shipman. Prentice. Whistle awarded. This has been awfully physical to start. Aside from Wisconsin, you had to know they were always going to be up for a fight as well. 23 yellow cards throughout their matches in group play, the most of any team. This club is all about community and how they relate to the people that stand behind them. You would always have a good guess that a bare knuckle disposition would be part of the identity. It certainly is. Here's Lucas Coutinho back in the starting 11 today. Had cameoed in the last 2 games after missing about 2 months with injury. It's his first start in quite some time. Between the lines now, swept into the feet of Stefan Lukic. Now Malongo. This is good play from Red Wolves into the area. Jabbed away off the head of Boyce. Now Dos Rice. Lukic trying to feather one through, and it finds the gloves of Shipman. Opening pleasantries being exchanged between forward Madison and Chattanooga Red Wolves. Again, Peyton Gallagher here for you on the call. Jaeger Cup group stage, round number 7. Penultimate contest in this maiden voyage of the competition in its first phase. Lurching ball in toward the area. Jerez is up to it. Galindrez has a go. Not shy. Juan Galindrez sound the keeper off his line and fancied himself a crack. He's basically only scored wonder goals this year. Had that excellent scissor kick against Union Omaha last weekend. This forward Madison team would go down 2-1 in that game after taking an early edge in the second half. Rescued in the dying embers by Jacob Cruel. It's his first goal of the year. Staggering out of the corner. That was Devin Boyce trying to pick the lock. He did well to get toward a threatening position, just couldn't provide the final ball. Madison pressing high to start this game. Lofted down the line. Nifty little back heel. Galindrez looking up. Into Boyce. Probing and plotting and unable to push his way through. You will see him everywhere though. A player that fancies himself a bit of an irritant. So good at finding those vacated areas between the lines. As that ball skids away, Lukic in pursuit. A poor back pass. Shipman's up to it and just wriggles off the hook. That was less than comfortable from Jacob Krul. And it's still prickly. Siobhan Marsh. Coutinho letting it lie and pushing it wide. Holding it up now. Still Malongo, the back heel. Toward goal, Coutinho! And stepped in! For the first time in this fortress of a home ground, in this competition, Madison buckle. Chattanooga charge through the gate, they storm the castle, and they find their goal to go ahead. See who this is credited to, as Coutinho provided the service, and this may have been an own goal. Not sure if it came off the foot of Krul or if it didn't require any help. It was Coutinho who burst in. Now, if it is chalked an own goal officially, that would be the third own goal that Chattanooga Red Wolves have forced an opponent into in their last 4 games. If it does count as a goal scored by their own hand, though, that will feel like £1,000,000 off the shoulders, as it would be their first tally since the game against Knoxville. That was over a month ago in this very competition. It comes a quarter of an hour in, and it sets the terms of engagement. Chattanooga Red Wolves, things showing 1-0. Forward Madison need to dig themselves out. As we led the broadcast by telling you, home side basically need to win the group, having only scored 5 goals throughout the course of the matches played to date. It would take a Herculean effort to chase down Union Omaha for that wild card spot. They will credit it to Lucas Coutinho. It's his 2nd goal of the year. A grateful welcome back to a player that was signed this offseason with high expectation. Hasn't had much to do to fight through several injuries, but he puts his name all over this one. Long ball over the top. Jerez able to put a head to it. Some Sunday League sweeper keeper action from him, and there's a discussion about what is to take place now. Looks like they're going to redo the throw. Cross in from deep, whipped away. Running onto it, Sosa. Fights off Coutinho. Still there. And finally stabbed away from danger. Krul. Down the line, it's Sosa. And Murphy. And he is effectively tackled there. Siobhan Marsh, and Murphy was less than content with that effort from him. Looked like the midfielder had just turned at the right moment to get Marsh to overextend. She took the ball away from any potential tackle and the chance of winning it. Looks like the Jamaican's going to avoid the booking though. A yellow card into the dugout, one of the assistants for Scott McKenzie. John Mattel ushering play on from here. Another deep cross to the back post. Defender falls down, Galindras hooks it across, little half volley, still up for grabs. Jerez is down, punched away, fired towards goal again, and finally breaking through. Try again. It's Garrett McLaughlin. His very first goal in the Madison shirt. This is a player this organization had kept an eye on for several years. Bided their time and were elated when he expressed interest in joining this club. And this is why. Just sticking with it in the box. Blocked on his first effort, falls onto his left foot, and he laces it in and levels the tie. Grit and guile. Little tenacity never hurt nobody, except for maybe the side from Tennessee, as they are punctured and give the lead right back. And it has felt like Forward Madison have been the team in the ascendancy. Those are some happy people. Their side grabbing hold of the game. They've already been able to bring about 60% of the possession into their custody. And they're looking downfield now. It's McLaughlin having a rep off the ricochet and contained by Ricardo Jerez. Some questions may have been asked of the goalkeeper in that last sequence that led to the goal, as he couldn't hold on. First caution of the match, Hutu. Looks like it's going to be Devin Boyce that gets his name taken. Let's see what happened. Boyce lost it. It was a crushing tackle by Sosa. And Boyce was equally confused why he was the one seeing the caution. At least that's what he thought. The Wolves rolling down the line. It does appear that Verite Sosa is the one who actually goes down in the book. Fleet feet there from Dos Rice. Able to keep hold. Knapp. Pestering pressure from Forward Madison. his way through there was Mayo Malongo. Throwing the cup. Pressing on, Chattanooga Red Wolves trying to link the play. Skipped away from Siobhan Marsh. Now it finds his feet as he flashes into the box. Knocked down by Malongo. Couldn't get purchase of the ball. And once more they drive in. Into the channel for Lukic. Shalaka does well. And roped away. Now it's Boyce. His pass is blocked, falling into the path of Coutinho. Madison do a good job of making it claustrophobic in their own area. Flush downfield onto it, McLaughlin. Jerez backing up into his own goal. Calvary arriving. One wide, Wolfgang Prentice, and McLaughlin again. Slings the switch. Sosa into the area. And that intervention was much needed as Jerez skies high to knock that off its path. It was a good ball from Sosa as Galindrez was creeping in the back door. And it's a corner kick. Forward Madison yet to score from a set piece in the Jaeger Cup. To the byline, Prentice pushed across the goal mouth. Boyce blocked away at the near post. That'll spike the heart rate. And as Jerez puts a strong hand on that one. It's almost as if forward Madison have been playing like they were irritated by the fact that they conceded early. There's an edge to how they're proceeding. That goal was the first goal that they've allowed in a first half in this competition. It was the first goal that they've allowed on their home ground in this competition. And that fact is not sitting easy with them as they're looking to nose in front. It's a full broadside right now from the home team. Sosa. Nice stepping away from a tackle. Running passes around the Mingos. Muddled into the feet of McLaughlin. Bodies in the box. Ball as well. Skidding away from Galindrez. Lukic, a half-hearted clearance. A little bit too feisty there from Siobhan Marsh. Free kick taken immediately. Little wedge shot wide. Sosa. No, twisting away. Ball into the area. Down by Boyce. Fired by Boyce. Flashed wide by Boyce. It just set up nicely. An ambitious little half volley. Turned and fired. And it's nothing more than a goal kick in the end. It's a little bit of a dangerous pass. Red Wolves work out of the binds and give it right away. Prentice. Galindrez holding it up and hucking it out of touch. Are you ready to take a shot at glory? Enter the USL Jägermeister Cup sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 12 Jägermeister single bottle tap machines and a shot at the grand prize package, which features a Jägermeister single bottle tap machine, 2 team jerseys, 4 VIP tickets to a match, and $250 to host a USL Jägermeister Cup party. Enter today by scanning the QR code on your screen. The sweepstakes ends on August 13th. You must be 21 or older to enter. This is Michael Knapp. Swaying a ball wide. It's pushed backwards by Owen Green. Red Wolves firmly build out of a double pivot as Olefi Dosrice and Michael Knapp setting up just ahead of the back line, providing the outlet to get forward for Chattanooga. Coutinho weaving away. At the half-hour mark. Cruel. Snaking down the touchline, and now Cruel into the box. Held up. It's Prentice. It's Cruel again. And it's glanced toward the touchline. Still with the sense. Forward Madison. Sosa left it behind him. And jarred out of play by Chalaka. Get yourself the latest forward Madison merch online. We're at the Flamboyance team store at Breese Stevens Field. And it doesn't really need to be said, but there's plenty of good stuff in that store. This Madison club, at this point, it's not an overstatement to say they are world-renowned for their attire. Fizzed forward. Boyce with a little bit of mischief, actually. Check that, that's McLaughlin. Boyce pressing the ball back to Jerez. Red Wolves a chance to wander forward over the shoulder of Chalaka. And swept up. USL Summer of Soccer continues on the CBS Sports Network with a Western Conference matchup of the top versus the bottom. High-flying Sacramento Republic host El Paso Locomotive, side that's looking to climb up the standings. That's on August 14th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. Dos Rice. Thumb back to Ricardo Jerez. Just now joining us, Jerez filling in for TJ Bush in goal today for Chattanooga Red Wolves. Also the goalkeeper coach. He made 8 appearances last year, went full time to the touchline this year for Chattanooga. Called into action today. Just to add a little bit of compliment to the setting, the scene being put in Technicolor for you today. Having to wear the pre-match shirt because his goalkeeper kit was too close to the opponent's home strip. Dos Rice. Left it over the laces of Lukic. Straight down to business, a rainbowing ball into the path of McLaughlin. Shuttled into the area and shunted away. Gustavo Fernandez with the defensive cover. And racing out of the gates, Malongo. Marsh was trying to give that chase, and looks like he's going to be brought back for a whistle. USL Super League is kicking off its inaugural division, One Professional Women's Soccer League, in August. 8 teams across the country will begin to play on August 17th. That's just next weekend, airing exclusively on NBC's Peacock Network. A lot of excitement for that. A lot of crossroads into USL League One clubs. Plenty of teams in this division operating, both on the men's and women's side now. Got Lexington, got Spokane Velocity, Charlotte Independence, all mirrored by teams in this first season of the USL Super League. Sosa. Sternly back to Burn Shipman. Flutters one into no one in particular. Wolves can't hang on. Pulls by Lucas Coutinho. Right off the bat, about 15 minutes in. And Garrett McLaughlin. What set the table so far? We sit at 1-1, about 10 minutes from the end of this half. Thrust into the center, dropping in for a look on the ball is Siobhan Marsh. Into Malongo, and it just spins away from him. Maybe grazed the studs on its way through to Burn Shipman. Feels like some air has maybe escaped from the game after that rip-roaring start. And a long diagonal over the head of Gleendrez. Seeing almost a push and pull relationship between Gleendrez and McLaughlin. When one drops deep, the other one goes. They connect here. Fanned wide, now back into the top of the box. Gleendrez shaping to shoot, it's blocked. Rumbling in from the back, it's Mail. He switches the point of egress, entering the area. Prentice. Just enough defensively. Just like that, it's forward Madison starting to freshen up a bit more offensively. Using the full width of the field. Sosa. A tidy touch from him to take it down. And Murphy. And a goal kick. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com. The latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Hanging high, picked up by Villalobos, facing off against his former team. Yeah, that was part of that Red Bulls squad that lost the final to South Georgia Tormenta in 2022. 54 appearances for the side he faces today. Burn Shipman away. Right through the back is Dos Rice. The captain receives a caution. Fairly cut and dry. You'd have to be a pugnacious individual to contest that ruling. John Murphy has been a bit of a punching bag in midfield so far today. Brief pause in play as John Murphy is checked out. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Mike Watts, Devin Kerr do an excellent job of covering all corners of the USL on USL All Access. Pretty sure you can hear those guys in action tonight as well. Big one being played in Louisville as Louisville City continue their march in the Eastern Conference against Sacramento Republic. Tangle of Titans in that tier. Into the 40th minute. A little bit of La Pausa from Dos Reis, and his side set free. Over the line, it looks to be a throw. They talk about that with so many defensive and attacking midfielders, that La Pausa. Spanish for the pause, knowing when to hit the gas, says into the box, and doing so right here. Our Red Wolves, and that fizzing shot thuds into the gloves of Burn Shipman. Provides his steady touch and goal. Hangs on as crashing there was Siobhan Marsh. That was Malongo who tried his luck from the edge of the area. Trickling down the line and shepherded away from danger. And judging by the reaction, somebody probably caught that ball. Wouldn't be hard to find a person with anything cleared out of the field of play. This place is jam-packed, and it's got a reputation for exactly that. Atmosphere has been excellent this evening. Twilight on a fine summer's day. Sosa. There's a brief venture across the midway line. Fort Madison lead this competition in passes in their own half, 1,500 so far, but are only with 320 in the final third, toward the bottom. Of all the teams participating in this Jaeger Cup, they're connecting some passes in the final third now. Couldn't get the final one. Shot blocked from Sosa, and the foul is given. The ratio is 5-1 compared to passes in their own half of the Mingos, passes in the attacking ends. Challenge from Devin Boyce, drawing the ire of the official. This game got going right out of the chute. Chattanooga Red Wolves got a much-needed goal. Going to be pegged back moments later. A somersault there as two players collide, coming for the ball. This was a bit of a car crash. Scott McKenzie getting the reading of things. Equal counterpart in every measure in the opposite technical area. Whirling into the corner. Marsh on the scene. Forces Mail into some shielding action, and based on that reaction, yeah, it's a yellow card. John Monto just trying to get a lid on things. Simmer tensions as it was Marsh battling hard to try and garner ownership of the ball. All cards brought to you by Dairyland Insurance this evening. Waiting on the board to go up. Chattanooga Red Wolves drew blood first just about a half hour ago. Some of those early advanced statistics starting to roll across the desk, and they scored that goal on an expected goal of .05. That's what they've mustered throughout the entire course of this half. But there are numbers and then there are realities, and there are no ways to make a fraction of a scoring tally. Game is not played on a spreadsheet, although those numbers do help to understand what's taking place over the course of a 90 minutes. It's 3 minutes, the word on stoppage time. Stoppage time is brought to you by Just Coffee. And down in the center of the park, onto it. Devin Boyce. He goes down as well. That looks like Michael Knapp. He might require some attention. Pause and play, a good chance to congratulate the fan of the match, Jason Horowitz. Again, the fan of the match here in this one. Brought to you by DHR Dental Health Associates. All smiles for him, trying to push his side on in full voice to what will need to be a strong second half of play if they can't find a point of difference in what's left of this first frame. That does look okay. Injected right back in. Skyscraping ball onto the back off the foot of Jerez. Returning serve. Tamed by Coutinho. Dodged away by forward Madison. With that momentary pause for injury to Michael Knapp, you would imagine that the clock didn't start immediately for stoppage time. Although we are now past what was given in terms of those 3 minutes. Clip down the line. Onto it, Sosa. Boyce. One more move for forward Madison. Gotta be true to their name and get forward here. Mail. Sensing the urgency. Will this fall for the home side? McLaughlin. Can get enough of the ball and then commits the foul. That might punctuate this particular half of action. The shrill of two whistles ends the first 45. It looked like it was going to be Chattanooga Red Wolves rolling downhill with reckless abandon the way they started, like a house of fire. Forward Madison doused those flames though, equalized later on in the half, and that is where we sit to date. 1-1, Chattanooga Red Wolves and forward Madison. As we step aside, it is a full house on hand in this one, witnessing a jam-packed first 45 of action. We'll break it down at the intermission when we come back.
Tomorrow, we've been expecting you. At TrueStage, we've been preparing for tomorrow for almost a century, helping businesses give their customers, members, and clients what they need to move forward with confidence. Because for us, the future brings possibility, protection, innovation, growth. With financial solutions across insurance, investments, and technology, the people you serve can take on tomorrow, today. So what are you waiting for? Tomorrow, here we come.
It's an S.
Oh, not bad. My name is John Murphy. Pazani Ferry Sosa.
Soy Juan Galindre. I'm Devin Boyce.
I gotta get a couple push-ups in, you know?
I can juggle. Justin. Da, 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 da. Justicia.
Justice.
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 Justice from the ground up. Justice from the ground up.
Come see how Dairyland fits your life. With affordable car insurance that fits your budget and 24/7 customer service that fits your schedule. Even if you have coverage lapses or a bumpy driving history, we've got you covered. For 70 years, we've been helping people just like you get the car insurance they need. So why wait? Contact Dairyland today.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Back here at the break, 1-1 for Madison and Chattanooga Red Wolves on Mason Crosby night here at the park. That's how things are going in round 7. We'll take a look back at round 6, the highlights of the last frame of action in the Jaeger Cup. Up now. Down there, running in for that one, Ethan Horde. On to Billy King! And Billy King arrives in a blur. It all turns blue. Thrust in, knocked around, and knocked in. Breck Evans, Johnny on the spot.
Fifth corner of the night for the host. The first in-swing delivery, though. Ferrer Garcia lofts it up, allowed to bounce to the back stick. Siobhan John Brown! It is a thunderbolt! Look at the space afforded to Masango Akale. He's rapid, he's got options. Akale onto his right! Can't bend it inside the post.
Charlotte Independence, meanwhile, they have picked up where they left off and going to the final last year. This miss played in the back. Here is a chance, and it leaks through. It is a goal for Charlotte Independence. Luis Alvarez stayed with it. Into the middle. Left foot shanked away, and there's the goal for Tormenta.
Cross pushing pace. Ajay O'Hearn on the near left side. He's going to have a good shot attempt. Off the pipe and in! A miraculous strike from Sean O'Hearn gives One Knox the 1-0 lead late in this one. Hernandez to Marsh. The elusive Siobhan Marsh, left-footed shot, saved by Garibay. Chance, score! Pedro Hernandez in stoppage time. Green, he misses it!
To the final two matches. Robles sprinting away, he's got McKinnon with him. Ball across goal, Anderson! Triumph breakthrough! Hayden Anderson! Vangiano, Zakowski is the one to cross. Made it clear, only as far as Corvino! Oh my goodness! That is an unbelievable strike!
Both of them with the win. Prentice looking to do just that. Prentice. Oh, Prentice! My goodness! The super sub, a scorching strike, and the Minkos jump in front. Right away, Yakum toes it over to Youth. Knocked over the crossbar by Shipman.
And here are the standout performers from that round 6 across the board. Of course, seeing Mitch Osmond holding it down at right back. For forward Madison, he is on the bench today. Pedro Hernandez and TJ Bush representing the roadside. Chattanooga Red Wolves, so many standout performances across this competition in this past round of games, as well as the whole thing. In total, it has been quite the fun show in this Jägermeister Cup to date. As we step aside here, we'll continue to move towards the second half when we come back. 1-1 between forward Madison and Chattanooga Red Wolves.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it.
They're hungry for the women's game. They want to see women's soccer. They want to play women's soccer, and that's what we're building at the USL.
You can see it in my eyes, only want the best. Running every night, won't settle for less. Got me looking to the sky, got me feeling blessed. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest. Burning up inside of my chest. Got this fire burning up inside of my chest.
The best nights start with Jägermeister. Made with 56 botanicals. Always served ice cold.
Take a miracle to come back from this. Heartbreaking end to the season. But what's this?
For the moments when anticipation
Clock's counting down. 5 seconds. 3, 2,
becomes celebration. Jägermeister. Meister the moment.
So do we. Terminix it.
It's an S.
Oh, not bad. My name is John Murphy. Pausani Ferry Sosa.
Soy Juan Galindre.
I'm Devin Boyce. I gotta get a couple push-ups in, you know? I can juggle. Just it. Da, 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 da.
Justicia.
Justice.
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 Justice from the ground. Justice from the ground up.
There's a guy who made 400 NFL field goals. Mason Crosby on hands, man of honor. I think that one is good. Don't know if he hit the target, but we look forward to news and notes from around the USL family of leagues. The Women's Super League is ever so close. Next weekend, it all gets popping off. Of course, we mentioned earlier, Carolina Sen FC, Lexington SC, and Spokane Zephyr FC, all related to USL League One clubs. Elsewhere around the landscape, it's Lexington SC nearing the completion of their new ground, as well as AV Alta on the near horizon. They'll join the division here in the near future. They're hosting their stadium groundbreaking event on August 17th as well. And then, of course, in this competition, multiple teams can clinch or be eliminated from winning their groups today. Youth Soccer Spotlight here. The Rush 2009 Boys Blue are tonight's Unity Point Health Mertier Youth Soccer Spotlight of the night. Thank you, Madison area youth soccer clubs, for your continued support. Again, that's Rush 09 Boys Blue taking home that honor as we take a look at the Madison upcoming home schedule. And this is how it shakes down. Charlotte Independence coming to town. It'll be a tough tie in the league at Lexington SC. Then, of course, Union Omaha makes the trip to round out Jaeger Cup group play. It'll be a big one against two of the Titans in this USL League One tier. We step aside, coming back with the second half up next.
Getting the exact vehicle you want is easy at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton. Come in and sit down with one of our sales professionals and build the Volkswagen you want. Pick all the features, order it, and then sit back and relax, knowing you're getting your dream vehicle. The best things in life are worth waiting for after all. Check out our selection online or in person, with new vehicles arriving every day. Your perfect Volkswagen could already be waiting for you at Zimbrick Volkswagen of Middleton.
It's an S.
Oh, not bad. My name is John Murphy. Pausani Ferry Sosa.
Soy Juan Galindre.
I'm Devin Boyce. I gotta get a couple push-ups in, you know? I can juggle. Just it. Da, 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 da.
Justicia.
Justice.
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 Justice from the ground. Justice from the ground up.
Come see how Dairyland fits your life. With affordable car insurance that fits your budget. And 24/7 customer service that fits your schedule. Even if you have coverage lapses or a bumpy driving history, we've got you covered. For 70 years, we've been helping people just like you get the car insurance they need. So why wait? Contact Dairyland today.
Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting new tournament all year long. Please drink responsibly. Looking back at an action-packed first half here in Madison. Here's how it went. Chattanooga Red Wolves forward Madison, and they didn't waste time getting acquainted. As this ball made its way into the box, and A back heel, set free. Lucas Coutinho, who put one back across the bow, and it somehow trickled in without assistance, but Forward Madison didn't drop their head. They quickly got back to work and chased out the goal that they had fallen behind with. This one bouncing around inside the area, couldn't be secured, and was stowed away by Garrett McLaughlin, his first goal in the colors of Forward Madison. On to the 25th minute now. Chances did not stop there for the home side, as this one rattled the nerve off the foot of Devin Boyce, calling into action the goalkeeper Ricardo Cherez. He performed well in that moment. On the case here, Verdi Sosa getting one into the box, and once more falls for Boyce. He slashes one just wide. Here's how the stats break down. Forward Madison with, you would say, better chances, certainly more of the ball in that half. Did well to quickly erase the goal they gave up, and you would say that they maybe had the wind in their sails entering this second frame, as all eyes are to the center circle. It looks like we're set up to start up again. Waiting on the result to go final. Elsewhere in the group, as Lexington SC and one Knoxville are in penalties, so a point shared there and an extra one to be earned. Lexington SC currently ahead in that shootout 3-2. Both these teams obviously set to inherit a single point, and we would go to a shootout if there is no point of difference. Madison were to win that shootout, if my math serves, it would keep them atop the group heading into the final rounds. Again, that will be a tough game against Union Omaha. Swept wide. Fans making their way back to their seats. Their side set forth all the resources toward the offensive end as they queue up for a throw-in. Shalaka. Finding some good pockets in the center of the field. Villalobos. Front foot, Forward Madison. Galindres. Evasive touch with the ball to keep it in tow for his side as he sprints down into the channel. John Murphy, back to Shalaka. Connecting the dots well here, Forward Madison. This is 10 pass plus sequence. Right on cue, the announcer's curse. Things broken up. Foul given. I believe it was Michael Knapp who got cut up there. Both he and John Murphy have been battered and bruised throughout the course of this game. Both players holding their nerve in the boiler room. Both sides dependent on those men to be the engine in midfield, do all the dirty work put the pieces together so those attacking players can shine. That being examined, newly acquired. This is 5th start for Chattanooga Red Wolves. Departure of Ricky Ruiz to El Paso allowed the roadside to bring in Michael Knapp. Very different midfielding profiles, and the idea is for Knapp to add a lot of stability, partnering Walefi Dos Rice in midfield, or even at times at center back if he's called upon to perform that job. That's just a beautiful sight. Plenty of folks on hand to take this one in. There aren't many other places that might be better to be on a summer's night than with so many of your friends and a cow. Apparently a hungry cow. I'm sure they've got a lot of those in and around the area. Could say he was straight cheesing. Ah? No? Okay. Well, at least Michael Knapp seems okay. Testing out that leg. He'll have to come off for a moment. John Murphy appears to be all right as well. Wolfgang Prentice sets his imposing gaze on the target. This could be troublesome with the right delivery. Served in with conviction. Just dodged away. A diving clearance from Chattanooga. Madison continuing to lean on their opponent. It's not been those overwhelming waves of pressure, but just a slow procession to the side in sky blue. It's Prentice blurring away, cutting inside, well-tuned ball. Just rolls beyond the fingertips of Garrett McLaughlin, who is sensing maybe a moment to grab his brace. You would say that Ricardo Jerez has acquitted himself pretty well, all things considered. Certainly showed off that he's still got some wheels. This guy certainly does. Mayo Malongo bending toward the byline. Sticks up well for him. Vern Shipman sweeps up. Coutinho, the goal scorer. Poked out of touch and one for a throw. And Knapp is down and his day might be done. Presents an interesting decision for Scott McKenzie. Knapp can't continue. Aren't a lot of like-for-like options in the stable. Omar Hernandez, Leopoldo Hernandez, two ready-made midfielders that could be substituted on. Early stages of the second half. Swing and a miss from me, as it looks like it's going to be Leo Fala who's sent on. That might signal a change in system. Fala, a center back by trade, a combative player to say the least. 9 yellow cards for him, the most in the league and cup combined of any player in the USL League One. Moved wide. Sosa has plenty of green grass, presenting himself down the line as Boyce. Madison flying in formation. into the channel, wrapping onto it, McLaughlin. And Sosa in. And Jerez sinks his claws into the ball. Sosa catapulting forward. It's a throw in to come. It's a throw in for Chattanooga. Good time to tell you, Bear Insurance is a proud sponsor of Forward Madison SC and is based in the Madison area. They provided protection and peace of mind to businesses and individuals throughout the state of Wisconsin since 1928. Stabbed away. Follow. Play stopped. Swung downfield, something to track from McLaughlin. He has been ever present tonight. A sharp tip of the spear for Forward Madison. Sosa in the half space, dug out McLaughlin. Lassoed in. Devin Boyce and McLaughlin. Pretty patterns from Forward Madison. McLaughlin can't knot it back into a dangerous area. Did he win a corner? No, he did not. Goal kick. Are you ready to take a shot at glory? Enter the USL Jägermeister Cup Sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 12 Jägermeister single bottle tap machines and a shot at the grand prize package, which features a Jägermeister single bottle tap machine, 2 team jerseys, 4 VIP tickets to a match, and $250 to host a USL Jägermeister Cup party. Enter today by scanning the QR code on your screen. The sweepstakes ends on August 13th, so running out of time. Must be 21 or older to enter. Get your phone out and scan that QR now. Quite a lot on offer. Certainly matching what this competition has provided in terms of excitement. Coutinho, a back heel. Well anticipated on to Malongo. Coutinho couldn't thread through the final ball. Had the key in the lock. Just couldn't get the final combination. At the hour mark. McLaughlin. Thundering across in, tracking it over the shoulder, and hammered away. Final tally counted up between Lexington SC and 1 Knoxville. It is Lexington prevailing in penalties, so they grab the extra points. Into Boyce. Galindrez. Shuttled away by Fala. Shadowed that run well. Wolfgang Prentice. Chance to ask some questions from the flag within swing. The short option. Curtis hoping to ignite the imagination. And Madison yet to score on a set piece in the Jaeger Cup. Played short. And Boyce. Still there. Ball back in. Guided away for now. Siobhan Marsh. Nobody's home. Sosa back to Shipman. Madison get their shape back. Slanted switch. Jacob Krul. Moonshotting ball onto its Galindres. He sharpens the blade into the box. And brushed out of touch off McLaughlin last, and he's incensed by that. This should lend some clarity. Not quite sure there. Awesome play allows for substitution to be made. Augustine Davila replaces Ferdy Sosa, who was lively down the near flank throughout most of the first half and stemming into the second. This day is done an hour in. To note, Sosa had been booked early on in the game, so maybe a little bit precautionary there. Also looks like Derek Gebhardt has come on. All-time leading scorer, 16 goals for the badge in his career. Strong tackle in midfield to take it back for Chattanooga. Dribbling out towards the byline. Longo at least makes it interesting, but out for a goal kick. Get yourself the latest Forward Madison merch online or at the Flamboyance team store at Reese Stevens Field. Those guys kitted out. We've got a Columbia shirt, Real Madrid. I don't think either of those teams are playing. You might be at the wrong venue. It is, after all, the game that belongs to the world. Right now, though, the game belonging to Forward Madison as they continue to apply pressure to their opponent. Only had a bead of sweat on their brow. Red Wolves have not conjured much after the opening goal. It's a tight turn. Right back to McLaughlin. Trying to sort it out, he does. It's Prentice now. Swooping across to the back posts. They'll follow, tidying up and out for a throw-in. High pressure, reaping rewards. Forward Madison. Gebhardt. Sifted into the area, McLaughlin! A rise, but defied only by his finish. Just didn't quite ever really wrap himself around that ball. Didn't see it in full, maybe till it was a little bit too late as it hit just above his ear. Unable to test the goalkeeper. Ricardo Jera's work. Madison doing most things well at this point. About 60% of the possession. Handful of shots. Final product, though, has been elusive. 13 attempts on the goal, only 4 of them have been on target. And 2 or 3 came in the sequence that facilitated the goal. It took a couple ricochets before finally being stepped home by Garrett McLaughlin. Here's the roadside, showing a little bit more ambition. Wonder how long Scott McKenzie waits to maybe bring on Ropapa-Mensah to provide a little bit more attacking punch. One of those high-flying offensive players at the front for Chattanooga. Mensah carrying 6 goals on the season into this one. Well worked to get out of trouble. Here, Red Wolves, you've got nothing to lose at this point. Already eliminated from winning the group. The only thing that can give them salvation is scoring goals. That's how they would advance as a wild card, and they've got a long way to climb to catch up Union Omaha in that department. Came in with 7 on the day, now up to 8 scored in the tournament. Got to get 5 more to level Union Omaha's 13, that benchmark set. Omaha and the dying embers getting that late winner last night in the standalone Friday night match. And Central Valley Fuego, Steven Dos Santos deep in stoppage time. And again, the result is final between Lexington SC and 1 Knox. Is Lexington getting the extra point in the shootout, so they are the ones most immediately breathing down the neck of forward Madison. Scooting down the line and pinched back by the Mingos. Gebhardt fighting for real estates, and the whistle comes. Yellow card. Brandish to Gustavo Fernandez there. A bit physical and just kicked the ball away to prevent a quick free kick. I don't think the foul was what facilitated the caution. I think it was the technical delay of game. Yellow cards and cautions all the like, brought to you by Dairyland. And there is the big fella. Leopoldo Hernandez as well, and no Triple M today. One goes on, another goes off. Siobhan Marsh that makes way. Ropapa-Mensah, a much different profile. The skill comes off, the steam engine comes on. 6'1", 192 of bad intentions if you're the forward Madison persuasion. Gebhardt. Flushed wide. Kroll has a shot, may have been handled. It was. It's a yellow card to follow. And it appears to just be on the outskirt of the area. Worth another look, and no doubt did strike the arm of Falla as he turned his back to the ball. And it is a dangerous free kick, prime real estate here. Everybody in blue is going to want a piece of this. Whole flock of them. Away goes McLaughlin. It's Boyce over top. Boyce! Boyce! The Flamingos stretch to the sky. That is a dazzler. Pretty in pink. Devin Boyce, that'll do. With conviction and clarity of purpose, he plunges in. And a bouncing bundle of blonde hair into the corner flag to reap the reward. They woke up quickly, went down 1-0 forward Madison. The home side have climbed in front. And this crowd, sensing the side that wears their badge, beginning to spread their wings. Just getting away from Ropapamenta. Work to do for Chattanooga. Again, 3 points, 1 point, no points. It makes no difference at this point. Only incentive is to go for goal and try and get as much as it can out of this. Goals for the only thing that matters to them, mathematically eliminated from topping this group. There's a man down. Ooh, just kind of straight. Timmy Mail took one on the chops. Here it is again. And you will see it again and again and again. Tucked in at the near post, it's Devin Boyce. A narrow angle free kick worldie. Kind of can't believe he even went for it. Ricardo Jerez has seen a lot in his career. Couldn't summon what was required to keep that one out. Again, this is a guy in Jerez that shared the field with Lionel Messi. And that was that level of free kick. There aren't many in the world that could have kept that one from rippling the back of the net. Hard to imagine TJ Bush could have done much better. That is the man in this particular moment. Here's how everything else is breaking down in this round 7 action in the Jaeger Cup. Again, with some results rolling across the desk at this point. There you go. Union Omaha able to top Central Valley Fuego last evening. Been talking about the penalty kick result between Lexington SC and 1 Knox. Richmond Kickers get the extra point against South Georgia Tormenta. And Charlotte Independence maybe upsetting the apple cart a little bit against Greenville Triumph, putting them in their sights in Group 1. On Tuesday, something to look forward to. Spokane Velocity, Northern Colorado Hailstorm. More action from Group 3 as NoCo hope to stay unbeaten in the Yeager Cup. It would probably be fair to contend that with all the circumstances surrounding the season for Northern Colorado, Eamon Zayed might be the coach of the year so far. USL League One done a bang-up job with that program. Davila, oh, he's chopped down. Play allowed to continue.
Fans, thank you for participating in tonight's 50-50 raffle. Tonight's winning number is 842.
Another change to be made. Sharif J.
429519. The winner of tonight's 50-50 raffle can pick up their prize at the box office near Gate 4.
Been a bit of a character actor in this forward Madison team. Loves himself a cameo. This will be his 11th substitute appearance of the year as he replaces the man who got the first goal, Garrett McLaughlin.
Forward Madison substitution on for number 12, McLaughlin, number 11, Shea.
Widened by Jerez. It should be said, Madison would be helped along if they can get as many goals as they can. It's a far cry that they would put themselves in contention for the wild card, but they can't sew this thing up tonight. Should still be a degree of jeopardy heading into the final round of games. On go Red Wolves. A little bit of an ankle-biting tackle there from Leopoldo Hernandez. Into the final quarter of an hour. Ford Madison have never won consecutive matches all time against Chattanooga Red Wolves. If this holds, they'll do exactly that. Their victories in this cup competition. That's a well-worked tackle. Maybe not. It's also only the 4th time and now 15 meetings with Chattanooga Red Wolves that Madison have scored multiple goals as they take that ball to the corner. A little bit early for that. Looks like it worked out though. It will be a corner kick. Tick, tick, tick. Every second counts. Red Wolves haven't really had a shot on target since that opening flurry. Only 2 shots total in the game as that one comes skipping through the area. Not dealt with. Out to Prentice. And they'll do it again, this time from the far flag. This paints the contrast. Madison, 21 touches. The opponent's box, only 5 today for Chattanooga Red Wolves. We led the show by telling you that the roadside was struggling for offense. Thought that they may have shaken the rust off early, but it's been the same story today. Two hands up. That man again, Devin Boyce. Punched away by Jerez. Falling for Gambhard. Always rising. put a thump into that thing. It was Jerez with the knuckle. It may have taken a deflection on the way through, but matters not now. Pause in play here. Looks like a substitution might be coming. The USL Championship is on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com, the complete USL TV listings. And player down and an apparent a lot of pain there for forward Madison. Cautious conversation exchanged around the ground. This is what is in store for the final day, round 8 in the schedule. These games being played across a spectrum of dates starting on the 29th and stretching to the first day of September. And again, in this competition format where there will be 8 group games, you can't necessarily match everybody up to have them play a true round robin. So teams stepping out of group, as that is the case for forward Madison. Chattanooga Red Wolves will finish up with Lexington SC. And it looks like a substitution is required. On will come Christian Cheney. Madison's leader in goals last year with 11. And just shows exactly how much depth is on offer amongst the forward class for this forward Madison side. He replaces a player who was just subbed on, Augustine Davila. Final 10 minutes. Maybe a chance for a long throw. Thrust into the box and just bounding up and over several heads in the area. First got over Ropapa Mensah, then Mayo Malongo. Got to burn Shipman. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play, and you can download it now. Lean to the opposite ends. Prentice trying to turn the corner. Shipman being told that TJ Bush is readying. So I guess Ricardo Jerez may be running out of steam. Hope he's all right. Didn't pick up an injury as he was thrust into duty tonight. And that was our top story coming into this one. Chattanooga summoning their goalkeeper coach to get involved and hold it down at the back here today. Jerez made 8 appearances last season for Chattanooga and hung up the boots, but was, as he was brought on as a coach to the staff, allowed to keep a roster spot in case of emergency, and today was that day. Hernandez flushed wide. Gustavo Fernandez now. Rebels allowed to come on to their opponent. Malongo. Can't get the beating of Boyce. A throw to come. Here is that substitution, it appears. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to bring light blue to play forward Madison for the goalkeepers. The day is done for Jerez, and it's just a little bit of a funny sight to see Bush run into the game wearing the warm-up shirt. It is a classy number, to be fair. Cleared out. Physio's on, still tending to the forward Madison player who is down. I believe that was Timmy Mail. Throw to come. Swept in Omar Hernandez. Roberts in. Ricocheted out. Roberts can't get his cross through. Did he win a corner? Yes, he certainly did. It only takes one kick of the ball. It is a narrow advantage at that for forward Madison. Here's the man who got the opener, Lucas Coutinho. Can he find his fingerprints on the game again? Hooping and hollering from those on hand in attendance, wearing pink and blue. Coutinho has a wink to a young fan, a twinkle in his eye. Nearing the witching hour. Can Red Wolves play spoiler with in-swing at some point? Here it comes. And short, Lukic. Lukic. Now Coutinho. Then at the edge of the area and a race down by Chief J. And just losing the plot there. Coutinho. Play is brought back. Coutinho stirring the drink, finding the game wherever it may be, and in this case it's out of touch. On the same page there over on the far flank. I think that was Lukic and Leopoldo Hernandez. Chucked it. Throwing Flamingos. Winning the whistle once more. Almost like a football drive. Chunks at a time, moving up the field. Riding along. Boxing it out. Papa Mensah. Making some headway now. A long go. Jousting for it. Big bodied off the ball by Shalaka. And before that, there was a foul that took place in the rundown. That board should be going up any moment now. Still only 2 shots on the game for Chattanooga Red Wolves. Told it might be a hefty portion of stoppage time. And some injuries, handful of fouls as well. In this half, we're up over 20 shared between these two teams in the game. See if Madison shut up shop. Doesn't look like that's the idea right now. Jay in pursuit can get there. And it is confirmed 11 minutes. Prentice, engine engaged. And in fact, he engaged the defender as well with a hearty shove. For Madison, that stalwart defense, the cast iron resolve, this side from Wisconsin. Tested that medal early as they conceded within the first 15 minutes. But they have steeled themselves once more. It was their first concession at home. It was their first concession in a first half in this tournament. But they left that in the past. Smothering from that moment on. Again, it's almost like that annoyed them, woke them up, and they have taken revenge throughout the course of what's come next. Flags up. They'll play through it. Omar Hernandez, fluttering ball down the flank. On the turn, Coutinho with a pirouette. Pushing by his man. Ball still with Red Wolves. Lukic, Coutinho again. Lifted in towards the box. Lukic on the 1-2. Red Wolves rhyming passes together with some skill. It's Lukic. Stefan Lukic on the turn. Poked through, punched away. They go again toward the byline and just uprooted. Red Wolves retain. Lucas Coutinho on the pinball. And stabbed out, kept out. Only a throw in. That's a poor pass. Intercepted by Boyce. The sparkling point of difference, that free kick goal, what separates the two sides. Leaps and bounds to the near flank. No rush for Gebhardt. Those drums still thundering on well beyond the 90th minute. Into the path of Cheney. Overheaded kick. Couldn't quite tame that one. Chief J. Jay holding it up in the corner. Spins free, Boyce. Somehow still in play, squirts out. Villalobos. Jay, Chief Jay. Overcooks that one, and he knows it. Set up well, waited out the defender. Got an avenue to goal, and just couldn't test the frame. Shilaka bumps it out of touch. Good look at Wolfgang Prentice there. He's in a strong performance today. He's returned to starting action. Prentice had the assist in stoppage time to get the equalizer last time out against Union Omaha. Following that up with another good shift today. Loose touch, gets away from Boyce. Mensah can't make good. That ball comes arcing in behind. The flag's down for now. Cool, safe bit of defensive work. Now the flag pops up. Just a little bit early there, Mael Malongo. Tick, 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 tick. Shipment. Well, I thought the whistle may have been for time wasting. That does not appear to be the case. There's something of a disagreement on. Developed into a full Donnybrook, but less than pleasant words being exchanged. So it was Owen Green at the bottom of a heap of bodies and less than ideal intentions. No need for unpleasantry. There's a yellow card out. That should have iced the clock for the time that the ball was not in play. Build-up's over. Your guess is as good as mine. Ball out for a throw. It was Owen Green and Wolfgang Prentice that had their names written. For what that's worth. I guess there actually is some meaning in that. If it should get to the 9th tiebreaker, the last thing separating as this ball comes into the box and is headed by the goalkeeper. TJ Bush didn't realize he had gotten up there for that, but just finishing out the point. The only thing separating, if it should go through, 8 layers of tiebreakers, deciding who goes through, and a coin toss is the number of disciplinary points. So that yellow card shown to both Wolfgang Prentice and Owen Green could have some substance at some points. It's just highly unlikely. We're past the century mark. Holding it up well, Chief J. He wins the whistle. Chip down the line. Play is stopped dead. High hopper. Bush has it and he rolls it out. Trickling over the line. We're past the 11 minutes that were given. Feigned whistles from the crowd. Look at the watch. Free kick to come. Last chance saloon time. Red Wolves have been smothered tonight. One moment of levity early. Into the box. Shipman is clotheslines. That's a whole mess. There's several skied for the ball in the area. Ouch. Hopefully everybody's all right. Looks like it's Timmy Mail getting stretched. And Shipman who took the brunt of it. That man's happy. It's been a resolute performance for forward Madison. Digging out from the early deficit. And they've had to stretch their resolve. We're now past 103 minutes played. There's no extra time in this tournament format in the group stage. Go straight to penalties, but at this rate, we might get to 120 anyway. Don't mean to be too coy there, as we do want to make sure to underscore the safety and security of Burn Shipman, who does look healthy and ready to continue. And if there is a twinge of pain in his countenance, Coutinho scraping the sky, a ball down line. And there it is. Forward Madison. Onward and upward, 1-0 down early. Their stride was not to be broken today, though. All important 3 points in the barn. The Mingos make good. 2-1 is the final as they take down Chattanooga Red Wolves, and we had to find a save of the match somehow. Not much work to do for Burn Shipman throughout this game, but this was a good catch. Holding on to one of the 2 shots on target that he saw today. And there's not much question of what's going to be our play of the match here, and it's this: Devin Boyce from the heavens. That splits the sky. Presented by Dairyland Insurance. That goal was far from insurance. It was very well needed. And that leaves little question to who the man of the match is. It's Devin Boyce. It was his day. The man on the marquee and the man for the moment as well. This is presented by Festival Foods, and it is certainly a party on for forward Madison, one step closer as they approach the final day of this Jaeger Cup. We step aside.
This isn't just your normal bike. It folds, it unfolds, and it just goes. Need to climb that hill? No problem. And if you're looking for speed, well, you've come to the right place. 28 miles per hour, up to 65 miles of range. And equipped with hydraulic brakes, this is the Electric XP 3.0. Fully foldable, fully assembled, ships free. Simple as that. Go to electricebikes.com and come ride with us.
It's an S.
Not bad. My name is John Murphy. Pausani Ferry Sosa. Soy Juan Galindre. I'm Devin Boyce. I gotta get a couple push-ups in, you know? I can juggle. Just it. Justicia. Justice. 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 Justice from the ground. Justice from the ground up.
Tomorrow, we've been expecting you. At TrueStage, we've been preparing for tomorrow for almost a century, helping businesses give their customers, members, and clients what they need to move forward with confidence. Because for us, the future brings possibility, protection, innovation, growth. With financial solutions across insurance, investments, and technology, the people you serve can take on tomorrow, today. So what are you waiting for? Tomorrow, here we come.
Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of this inaugural USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting new tournament all year long. Please drink responsibly. Setting sun on what was an exciting affair between Chattanooga Red Wolves and forward Madison. It got going early, as this was a well set up goal. Coutinho putting one in the mixer, and it pays off. Nobody touches it, and it just worms its way in. But it didn't take long for forward Madison to find their equalizer. As off a cloud of chaos in front of goal, the one to emerge with a moment of clarity is Garrett McLaughlin. His first goal for forward Madison was much needed. You see it again. off that little half volley. Just nobody on the same page defensively. Jerez can't gain control of it. And not to be denied, Garrett McLaughlin, who thundered home from point blank. On to the 69th minute, and this is what everybody will be talking about. Devin Boyce, how do you do? Wraps it around the post. Puts his side a nose in front. That would be all she wrote, folks. It does not get much better than that. Almost a guarantee to be the goal of the week in this tournament, in this round. And here's how the final stats shaped up. We showed you Forward Madison. Half of their shots on target in that highlight in their one goal. Just wasn't quite enough of cutting edge from Scott McKenzie and co. It was Forward Madison immediately assuming the advantage in this one, and they did not look back. One step closer to making their way to the semifinal of this competition. Stars were out. Mason Crosby on hand. It was a full-blown celebration. Forward Madison, birds of a feather, they flew together. 2-1, the final score between Forward Madison and Chattanooga Red Wolves. For our whole crew, Brett Kosku-Uela, Johannes Ruiz, and Jason Thomas, I've been Peyton Gallagher. Thanks for being with us. We'll talk to you soon.